We start by choosing 3 Mistlings. The Prowler starts with Sharp Feathers, which is a good card. When they activate, they gain 2 gold, and they gain extra Ember Seeds, and they have 8 health and 1 attack power. This guy adds the card Soothing Light to my deck, and when I activate them, they gain 3 shield. Talents are basically passives, and this one makes it so their shield doesn't expire at the end of each round. And they have 20 health and no attack damage because they're kind of like a tanky healer. And this guy starts with the card Blind Anger, and whenever I activate them, they will attack a random enemy, and whenever they take damage, they'll make a copy of this card and draw it into my hand. And they have 14 health and 2 attack power. We start off by attacking this guy over here, and this is the fighting screen. Enemies also have abilities. Necroworms, when one of their allies die, they gain 2 strength. Strength increasing your attack power. If you hover over this up here, you can see that they're going to do 1 damage 1 time to the guy highlighted in red. The same with this guy over here. You can see how much a card costs to play in the top left. This costs 1 energy, and I have 3 energy. So I'm going to apply 4 shield to my guy in the front for 1 energy and protect them from that damage. This is their shield number right down here. This guy's ability is to attack a random enemy. So I'll spend 1 mana here on this card to activate them, and they'll attack that guy in the back. And I can't afford this right here, so I'll use this attack with a random Mistling. I'll drag it up there, and looks like the guy, that's unlucky. The guy with 0 power attacked. And we're out of mana. But we're not done yet. When we click end turn, the enemies will take their actions, but then my guys will take their actions again for free. Enemies attack from the outside in, and then my guys take their actions from the outside in. But the 2 guys in the back, they don't attack. They'll use their activation. So this guy will activate and gain 2 gold. This guy will activate and gain 3 shield, but this guy will attack like normal. Let's watch it happen. Shield goes away at the end of turn, except for this guy because their passive makes shield not expire at the end of each round. This is a good card because it'll make my guy activate and attack. And this guy's activation is to attack, so he's going to attack twice. Exhaust means once I play this card, it's removed from combat, although this guy can regenerate that card with his talent whenever he takes damage. So it costs 0 mana, cause that it only does 1 damage. Now I could use Sharp Feathers to take this guy out, but that would buff this guy's attack a little bit. But I'm not worried about that. I'll take this guy out like this, and I'll move this guy to the front because you can move your guys around. I've got no energy left. It will end turn, and this guy's 3 shield is just enough to block this guy's 3 attack. And this guy still attacked even though he's from the middle because his activation is to attack. So it doesn't matter if this guy's in the back or in the front, he's going to attack no matter what. This guy only has 4 health left, so I'm going to have this guy activate and attack, and I'll do exactly 4 damage, and we win the first fight. We get some gold. The Prowler in the back is not that useful for my team, but they give us extra Ember Seed. I think it's bugged right now. We'll get extra Ember Seed every battle. It's supposed to be every other battle. Ember Seeds are used to level up our characters. See how this says 0 out of 2? I'll feed him once. 1 out of 2. Feed him the second Ember Seed because I get a bonus Ember Seed every fight because of my 1 guy. And then I get a new Blessing, kind of like a passive. This is a good one. Every 5 cards I discard, I apply 1 strength to my guy so he can get real strong real fast. I also get to add a card to my deck after each fight. Although these 3 cards, I don't want any of them. They're not good. So I'll skip them. We go up here and we get a treasure chest full of 50 gold. And then we go to our next fight. Now these are Swamp Necroworms here, these 2 enemies in the front here. When they die, they've got a different ability. They will apply 1 multi-strike to an ally behind, which means for 1 turn, the guy behind them gets to attack twice instead of just once. So if I killed this guy would be attacking for 4 times 2 for 8 damage. Also this ability right here, you see it makes this guy highlight in blue over there. It'll move that guy to the front. Although currently you can kind of work your way around it by like moving it like this, and then he goes first because he's in the back, and he'll just drag this guy back to the front exactly where I want him. But either way, whoever's in the front has got 6 damage coming to them. So I'm going to need some shield. I'll activate this guy to give him 3 more shield, and then use the guard to give him 4 shield on top of that, which will block all this damage when he gets pulled to the front. We'll just let him be in the front for this next round. This guy still will attack from front to back, doesn't matter because of his activation ability. Do I want this? No, I'm actually going to not use any of these and end my turn because see how this went up to 3 now? The more cards I discard, the sooner this guy over here gets a strength boost. This guy's attacking for 3 damage because I think this guy applied a buff or something. This guy's going to fish the person from the back to the front this time, so we'll put you back there. Give you the shield again. This guy, his whole purpose in this situation, these fights, is just to take damage. Here, basically just to suffer. They also applied a debuff that reduces his power, but jokes on them, he has no power. This guy's resting this turn, so they won't do anything. And this guy's only attacking for 1. This guy has 1 shield already. Since I discarded 6 cards total, it went up to 5, gave him extra power, and add another 1 on there as well, so I discard 4 more cards, his attack power goes up again. Sharp Feathers is a great card though, because it's 1 energy to do 5 damage, which is a lot in this game, and you can choose exactly who you want. It's one of the best cards. That's the real value of this guy's that card and his Ember Seeds. Have you attack for 3 as well. And then there was 1. That was the wrong thing. I meant to do this one. Whoops. It'll be fine. And there we go. Take our gold, get another Ember Seed, 2 actually. Feed them both to this guy, because I want this guy to get to evolve. Once they reach level 4, they will evolve into something stronger. We're getting very lucky. This is really good. If their health goes below 50%, they get multi-strike added for as long as they're below 50%. That's really nice. And we add a new card to our deck. Again, none of these cards I actually want. A bit unlucky in the cards. We're getting lucky in other ways, so we'll be fine. There's 2 or 3 cards I really want to add. The rest are just deck bloat that I don't want. This is the merchant. I can buy things here. Buy some cards. I can buy something to increase my health by 1 for each potion, or I can remove cards. There's only 1 card I want here, and it's this one. Boomerang makes so that every time I use this card, the next hand I will just redraw it again. And it's activate for 1 cost, which is great with my 1 guy. Not the best RNG for cards, but we did get really good RNG on my guy's Ember Seed's ability, which is actually better. This guy's the Shade Claw. At the start of battle, they gain 3 dodge, which is this right here. And dodge makes it so that every time I hit this guy, it just takes away 1 stack and does no damage. He just literally dodges for 3 times. And this guy's ultimate skill is that on round 5, they will attack for 6 damage to whoever's in the back of my party instead of whatever else they would normally have done. So I'm going to do 5 damage to this guy right here. I'm going to activate an attack with this guy right here. Although I attacked the wrong one. I was hoping he'd hit both on this guy right here. Guess I'll use this as well. And you exist to take damage, so up you go to the front to take that 1 damage. So he took out that guy there and gave this guy multi-strike for that round, but that round ended, so he has no multi-strike now. He's attacking it back for 6 damage, so you can go back there. I have no shield to give you, but I can block 3 of that damage when I activate them. I can heal you back up to full. And I'll end turn and discard those to work on getting my strength up for this guy. He's resting this turn. Wait, does it boomerang in the same turn? I think it boomerangs in the same turn. I didn't understand how that card worked. That's even better. Only 7 health left. You're going to be pretty easy to finish off here. That boomerang card's even better than I thought. Take our gold, grab our Ember Seeds. We'll feed both into this guy, and now he's going to evolve. Mistling is evolving. What do we turn into? This guy right here. And we're upgrading his card right here. It used to attack for half damage, now it attacks for full damage, so it's even better. And this is amazing. At the start of battle, he gains 1 multi-strike that doesn't expire, so now he attacks 2 times every time I activate him or attack with him. And we also get a card. Now this I'll actually take. Apply 5 shield and activate for 1 mana. That's a great card. And then we can run over into here, and we choose between healing, training, or getting another Ember Seed. You would think I'd want the Ember Seed, but we're actually going to train, which will increase this guy's attack power by 1 over here. So now he has 3 up times 2 because he's going to have multi-strike. And then we go up to this question mark over here, this event, and I have a choice between using a green berry to heal 1 of my characters, which I don't really need, or use a hammer to upgrade a card. Obviously, we want to upgrade something. This is really good. I can make this boomerang card with the activate cost 0, so I can just keep playing it almost infinitely, I think. That might be overpowered and broken. We're going to find out. Haven't seen this combo yet. Does that just give me infinite attacks? Got a new guy in here this time. Turok. When this guy's health gets to 20 or below, for 1 turn, he'll do 4 damage to all of my mistlings. So getting him to down to like 21 and then take him out in a single turn is the way to go. This guy's going to fish you to the front, so let's move you over here. I'll go ahead and heal you for 2 because why not? You're about to take some damage. I could hit for 5, or I could use this and hit for a total of 12 because he'll activate, do 6 damage, and then attack and do 6 damage. There's a reason I've been focusing on this guy. He gets real strong real quick. There we go, got the first guy out of there. I'll toss a shield on this guy because he keeps his shield in between rounds. And we discard those 2 extra cards, so my guy now attacks for 4 times 2. And now we have the boomerang that costs 0. Is this gonna work like it did last battle? I'm just gonna be able to play this card over and over again for free? I think we've broken the game. I literally have an ability to attack for free. This is broken. I've broken the game. This is not meant to be a thing. You're not meant to be able to activate a guy over and over and over forever for free. Although even without that broken card, like I've figured out a build that's pretty easy to win the game. 2 Ember Seeds to feed this guy. They gain new ability. This is good. Whenever he activates himself with his shield each round, he'll apply 2 shield to whoever's in front, which is my other guy, this guy here. More protection, although I've found kind of like an oversight in the game's design, an overpowered build where I just get infinite free attack, so who needs it, right? This is good right here. Attack with double your power. Go get some gold over here, and then go back to the shop. And I'll buy these heal up potions to get this guy a little bit more health like that, and use the other one. I could even remove some cards from my deck. Like, what I need is things that attack for 2 and cost so much mana. I guess you only get to remove 1 card for 90 gold. There's just 2 in the shop. Let me go up here and fight this guy. Same fight as last time. They're going to fish the guy from the middle, so that's fine. Ooh, apply 5 shield and activate, so that's 8 total shield for this guy. And activating him puts 2 shield on this guy. Not that matters, it's going to dissipate after the end of the turn. This is the only guy that keeps their shield in between rounds. So you get fish forward, your 8 blocks their 7 total damage. Attack with double power, why not? Gets that guy out of there. Well, that buffs this guy a little bit. He'll take 2 damage, he'll be fine. That's literally why he's here, to get beat up. Haven't drawn my overpowered card yet. And then there's the overpowered card, and we just win. They have to nerf that. That's so broken. Take my gold and my ember seeds. Feed this guy twice. Every 10 draws, apply 1 strength. We'll take that. So every each card I draw, so he'll actually start gaining some power. You put that ability on this guy, and it's kind of crazy. Add a card. I don't want any of these. We're not getting the crazy of card draws here, but we don't need it. We've already got an overpowered one, right? We come up here and we can train again. Train this guy right here. Now they have 4 attack power. And this is the second to last fight right here in the demo. Defeat the Fan Tamer. They're going to spawn a new ally and then apply a buff to themselves, and they start with 3 dodge. If I activate my guy, he attacks twice, and each of those will take away one of the dodges. I can attack with a random missling, and lucky it was the guy in the front again. Might as well heal this guy, get that card out of the deck. Exhaust removes it from the deck. And then he brings in the allies. This guy, they both started with 2 dodge. This guy, for whatever reason, when you hover over them, they have no ability, but this guy right here, every time you hit them or hurt them, they gain 1 dodge. This guy's gonna attack a random enemy for 2 damage. A random one of my guys for 2 damage, rather. And this guy's gonna attack everybody for 2 damage. But none of that matters because I have the boomerang, so I can sit here and just take them all out infinitely. There's nothing to do about it. You know what? Just to show you what the fight would actually be like, I'm not gonna use it. We know I can sit here and do that 10 times and win for free. We won't use the overpowered card. I'll activate and attack this guy because that'll be a total of 16 damage, because even without the overpowered card, we've got a pretty strong build going. I'll deal 5 damage to you. I'm actually gonna let this guy take some damage, because if they go below 8 health, then they'll get another multi-strike from one of their abilities, this one right here. Feels bad to toss that away and not use it, but let's show you what the fight's really like. That's a lot of damage coming to you in the front, actually. I might need to shield this guy up and move him to the front to take that damage, because that is just too much. I think I used the wrong card on you, oops. That's fine, though. You'll still take a lot of damage for me. And we have these, which are basically a free, regular attack. This guy's going to bring in another ally to replace the one we take out, and they're going to buff themselves again. This guy's attacking for 4. This guy actually has attack power, so it's actually good to have him in the front, because this guy attacks no matter where he's at. I will shield you, though, to block some of that damage. Not going to use the overpowered card, because we want to see what the fight's really like. Might as well go ahead and activate you. I've got 2 stacks of this Cobalt button. If I discard all 3 of these, it goes up to 5. He gains another power, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now he's doing 6 damage times 2, which is a ton in this game. This guy's going to buff himself. 4 damage is coming to the front and 2 damage to a random location. I kind of want this guy to get hurt a little bit here. Get that extra multi-strike going for being below half health. And now he does 6 times 3, 18 damage. That's insane. So this card is a 0-cost way to trigger his 18 damage. When those guys died, they gave this guy thorns, which is how I took that damage. And I can attack with double power right here, so it's over for this guy. Only 1 more fight left. Take my gold and my ember seeds. Feed this guy, get them to evolve as well. See what their final form is. And there it is, looking cool. They upgrade their card as well. So now it heals 2 and applies 7 shield. And I'll give them a new talent. When they activate, they'll heal the missling behind them for 2 health. And we get a new card. Fury Swipe is actually not bad. Attack 3 times to a random enemy for half of the power. I could go back to the shop, but I don't think I need to. Time for the final fight. And this is how I unlocked this guy right here. The first time I beat this, once you beat this guy, it unlocks this 5th character. Got a Dark Talon here. At the start of each round, they gain 1 strength. And their ultimate skill is on round 4, they'll deal 1 damage 2 times to random missiling, but as their strength goes up, so does that. This guy's going to fish the middle guy to the front, and regardless of what you fish, this guy's going to attack the middle slot. So I need it to be like this after I use my cards. Activate your ability, because that's 12 damage. It's actually better if I don't take this guy out, because I'll buff you. Attack with 200% of my power seems fine. And just that easy. And that's the end of the demo. There it is. You'll love to see it.